Invoicing and taxation in Europe is changing. More and more countries strike a digital path for e-government. On one hand, to work more efficiently, and on the other, to prevent tax fraud. However, TRAFFIQX helps you to deal with these different guidelines. Starting from 1st of July 2018, the Hungarian government introduced a mandatory tax reporting system where each invoice sent by a Hungarian company or a one registered in Hungary for VAT purposes, which generates a VAT amount of at least 100,000 forint, must be reported to the Hungarian Tax Authority (NAV). Periods are 5 days if the sales tax is less than 500,000 forint, or 24 hours if the tax is more than 500,000 forint. Failure to meet these deadlines result in fines for the invoicing party. Registered TRAFFIQX members do not have to worry about that, as the portal is able to deal with this situation. Sending invoices stays the same with all additional services, like special data formats, sending copies, or sending printed documents. What's new is a report that is sent to the NAV and the possibility to show the references confirmed by them. Necessary settings will be configured by the portal support. Afterwards, with each invoice sent to a business partner, a report will be automatically created and sent to NAV. The original invoice is sent to the receivers in their predefined way. So how does this work in the portal? Receiving invoices stays the same. Only when sending there are some additions. Invoices that are ready for sending are in the outbox and state released. The tax reporting is independent from the delivery channel chosen. If there are any problems sending the report to NAV, the relevant invoice is held back in the outbox and the 2 NAV-specific columns are filled. References contain unique values created by NAV and are transmitted by the NAV state when the report was received by NAV. Possible states are initial, aborted, done, processing, received, and success. The document viewer shows the whole references sent by NAV. By selecting the tab External References, you see the invoice in the middle of the viewer. On the right-hand side, you see all references coming from the NAV concerning this invoice. First, we have the report in state aborted. Second, we have the error message, which is displayed by clicking the XML button. Here we find that there is some missing content and therefore the transmission stopped. For checking the transmission state of sent invoices, you have to open the sandbox and select a relevant invoice. References from NAV are shown in the grid. If not, you need to unhide the columns NAV state and NAV reference to see them. In addition, you can have a more detailed look in the NAV references when opening the invoice in the document viewer. You also have the possibility to download the reference as an XML file or as a zip container to store it at your local device. So, with TRAFFIQX, you are prepared to face the country-specific guidelines for invoicing and tax reporting.